Hi, this is Professor Moss, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of Chapter 10 that we will be dealing with for this upcoming week. And Chapter 10 is going to focus on financial planning with life insurance. I know this is a topic that most of you haven't thought much about, or you just refuse to think about it because you seem to, think that you will live till the ripe old age of 100 or something like that. But this is something that you do need to start planning for. Whether you are a single person, would it put a financial burden on your parents if something happened and they had to bury you? Could they take care of the financial expenses in that? If you are a surviving spouse, would you be able to financially take care of the family just within your income? So these are some things we're going to talk about. Again, I know that most of you are not thinking about life insurance, but I do want you to think of this. This saying a preacher once said, and it has stuck with me all my life, and it goes like that: the only heartbeat you've ever been promised is the one you just took. So you're not promised the next heartbeat. So you need to be financially prepared so that you don't leave your family struggling with not enough income, or whether or not the bills have been paid and things like that. So this chapter has 4 objectives, and the first one is to determine your life insurance needs based on your lifestyle. So it protects you from financial loss. You can use the method DINK, D-I-N-K, for non-working spouse members, or the family need, to determine how much your family would need in case that you did pass away. Um, the second one is to distinguish between the different types of insurance company and analyze the various life insurance policies that the companies issue. There's 2 types of insurance companies. You have your stock and your mutual, and they sell non-participating and participating policies. They're both going to sell the basic type of insurance: term life and whole life. Term life is for a specific amount of years. You can buy a policy, say, that would expire when you're 70 years old, but after that, your premiums are going to double, because, or even sometimes triple, because then you're more at a risk of dying after 70. Or you can buy whole life, and it's where you pay a certain amount of dollars every year until you do die. Um, some people favor the term life, some favor the whole life. That would be something you would need to talk to a financial advisor about. People use, especially whole life, as an investment policy so that they can use it for retirement. So when they get to a certain age, they cancel the policy and then they get the monies back that they put into it. Um, the third objective is to select important provisions in your life insurance contract and create a plan how to buy it. Most life insurance have standard features. You can add riders for accidental death if you want to. Just all different types of riders that you can add to the policy. It is really important that you do your research and you know whether or not you need those riders, whether or not it's worth the money that you have to pay for them, because you do have to pay extra for riders. Also, you have objective 4, which is recognize how annuities provide financial security. Now, this was kind of going back to the whole life policy we talked about, that an annuity pays you while you live, whereas an insurance policy pays you when you die. So with a fixed annuity, you receive a fixed amount of income over a certain period or for your life. With a variable annuity, the monthly payments vary because they're based on the income received from the stock. When it gets into this is out of my wheelbarrow of knowledge. And so I would suggest making sure that you contact a insurance representative, talk with them. Also ask your friends and your family, especially your family, because probably they're all going to be older than you are. Talk with them and ask them what kind of policies they have, who they have it with, what are some of the riders, what are some of the inclusions that they have, and different things like that. Again, then compare. Don't take just the first person that comes to your house, knocks on your door, and says, I'm here to sell you a life insurance policy. Make sure you do your research. That is where you are going to be able to talk with an insurance representative. You're going to know what you need, why you need it, how much you think it might cost you. Again, I would not go online and buy insurance policies. I would want to sit down face to face and talk with a insurance representative. Another option that I do want to throw out at you is that when you go to work, most of the time they will offer you life insurance through your work. This is a good way to get maybe a secondary insurance policy, 10, 20, $30,000 at a very reasonable cost, because it's based on a group policy. So that is something you might want to look at. So that's just a quick overview of chapter 10. Now, for this week, you'll have your Learn Smart for chapter 10. You'll have your quiz. You also have a case study, and it's on page 344, and you are to answer questions 2 and 4. No discussion board again this week, because it's going to go with chapter 11, where we're starting to talk a little bit about investments. So, pretty easy week this week. So catch up, make sure you get everything done. Enjoy your week, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.